So it seems like this TikToker has some familiarity with common questions that Christian apologists use in conversation with atheists, and is offering her responses to them, although with a detectable hint of snark. Good on her for thinking through these questions, but I think after this video, you'll see that her answers leave much to be desired. If you're of the same mind as her, here are 3 things you should consider. Number 1, the dialectic. On a personal level, you're free to say that you don't believe in hell and you don't care how the universe started. I understand, and I can respect that. But on the philosophical level, that's not good enough. Remember, we're offering Christianity as a hypothesis for explaining the data. It makes more sense that evil people who live like kings in this life are punished in the afterlife rather than getting off scot-free. And it makes more sense that a necessary mind caused the universe rather than it popping into being uncaused out of nothing. If you disagree, you have to explain why your hypothesis is better than ours. Number 2, the motivations. Christians are often portrayed in popular media as fear-mongering fanatics who scare little children with pictures of fire and brimstone. Unfortunately, this depiction is sometimes accurate, and I condemn people who do this as much as you do. If there are people in your life who've tried to convert you using fear tactics, I'm really sorry, they should have known better. Just because the idea of hell is scary doesn't mean that it's real, and to suggest otherwise would be appealing to emotion rather than reason. But that being said, there is a legitimate way of bringing up the idea of hell. If it's possible that you can end up in hell, then you have really good reasons to do more research and find out if it's real, and if so, how you can avoid it. Unless you're really confident that hell isn't real, maybe you should care a bit more about how the universe started. And lastly, number 3, the arguments. When you say that you came up with your morals on your own, it sounds like you're understanding morality as a set of rules that you chose to live your life by. That's not what the Christian apologist means when he talks about morals. We're talking about the moral obligations that people have to one another, like treat others with respect and do unto others as you would have them do unto you. These are rules that everyone is held to regardless of who they are and what they believe, and anyone who doesn't follow them is deserving of moral blame and guilt because they've done something objectively wrong. So we're not saying that if you don't believe in God or if God doesn't exist, you can't decide to be a morally good person. We're saying that a good God who created human beings with a conscience that strongly impresses these rules on us is the best explanation for our moral experience and practice. So I hope I've given you some food for thought. Now it's time to learn this dance.